Well, that was something. Yeah, let's try not going back there again. So we came back from Tribal, and I feel good that Mark is out. We got rid of the conflict, and we also got rid of our weakest member. So hopefully we don't have to experience Tribal again, and that the loss we had was just a fluke. Guys, I know our tribe's now unified and stronger, but I still think we made the wrong call. Well, why? Well, those three just seem way more dangerous than Mark. If you didn't want to really do it, El, then why'd you stick with it? Well, because there was no real reason you guys would have backed down to the plan. Sure, we might have a stronger tribe, and yeah, sure, our communication is decent enough, but I still think we made the wrong call because it probably would have been a bigger move and a bigger blindside and better to put on a resume to get rid of someone like, Harper or Colby or Max. But getting rid of Mark just seemed just kind of pointless. El's not too thrilled we didn't take this opportunity to take out either Harper, Max, or Colby, but in the end we still had to take out Mark. Because it was either lose him and start winning challenges, strength-wise and communicative-wise, or break the tribe up even further. Hopefully it was just a fluke. Yeah, I hope so too, but yeah, who knows? The heroes lost twice. Guys, you do realize now with Mark gone, we're down to 3 and it's gonna be harder to flip people now, right? Yeah, we understand, Max, but hopefully with us being able to make everything a unified vote, we can try and, find an easier way to split that alliance up. As much of a burden Mark was, he still could have been a number, but we just had to get rid of him. But I still don't think we made the right call because, now what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get the numbers now? I'm pretty sure we're the next ones to go. Those 6 are still too tight. Alright guys, so what are we thinking now? In terms of the vote? Yeah, I think we gotta do Colby. Yeah, I understand why I want to do Colby, but Harper is just way more conniving. Yeah, but the thing with Colby is he's physical, way more so than Harper, and he actually has a lot of strategy to his game. Harper does, but she doesn't really have anyone else to bounce off of, so she's kind of vulnerable at that point. So, I think it makes sense to do Colby. It seems after a unified vote, me and my alliance are still not entirely unified yet. We're still kind of split between Harper and Colby. We aren't really concerned about Max, he's not really that dangerous. But Colby and Harper are, but we still can't decide which of the two to get rid of. The other 3 almost got us to split their votes, so we gotta come down to a definite name. The thing is, we could still split the vote 3-3-3. Yeah, we trust each other, right? Yeah, we've been in an alliance for a while. So if we put a split vote of 3-3 and their 3 votes on one of us, I don't know who nor care, then we just send the final decision to Max. Yeah, but then he'd put something on his resume. Well, seems like we're still split. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we kind of gotta vote together, because, we don't want to give Max the say on which of the 2 goes, because then he'd put that move on his resume. Yeah, that's true. Also, when are you gonna tell him? Tell him what? You know who. Girl, walking away is not gonna help. Why is she so insistent on keeping everything a secret? Yeah, I don't know. We all know, so what's the point? Savannah's refusing to just confess her feelings to John. If she feels a certain way about him, she should just tell him instead of just hiding it. I know I've been sounding like a broken record at this point, but what else can I possibly say? Dude, so, how do you feel about, Savannah? How do I feel about her? I trust her. I worked with her in Galapagos. Why? Well, you sure there's nothing else between you two? What are you trying to imply? Oh, you know what we're trying to imply. If you're trying to imply that we're gonna be more than just friends, then, I don't know. I really don't feel that good with her because, I already went through a messy breakup years ago, so I don't know if I want to just go through another one. You don't have to, but I feel like it's best for her to know about how you feel. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll just... you guys need to give me a few days to process, though. Take all the time you need, but, yeah, I mean, you gotta do it soon, dude. I feel like... I mean, Brad and Molly already know about how I feel about Isabella, so I guess there's no real point of hiding it anymore, but I have to do it soon. I can't do it now. I don't know. Things was just going through my head, and I don't feel comfortable just saying it now, especially not knowing what, you know, Isabella and Elle told her. Isabella? Yeah, Max? I would like to have a word with you. Okay then. Ah, you guys. Figured. Anyways, what you guys want? Alright, well, the thing is, we are not really in a good spot. Yeah, well, that's kind of what happens when you take out someone who's close with you. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. But anyways, we're wondering if you're willing to flip. I mean, I'll consider it, but, I mean, I don't know. The thing is, if you just, you know, wait out too long to just flip on your alliance, you're probably not going to get a chance to later on. Maybe, maybe not. I do want to turn on my allies, but I don't think right now is the best time to do it. But, then again, taking one of them out pre-merge could be pretty good for me. But, then, the other end of the spectrum, people might not trust me anymore, and they might try and throw me under the bus. You know, Max, Colby, and Harper could just throw me under the bus and go with that side and just unanimously take me out. And I ain't not gonna do that, but at the same time, I kind of want to. Well, hopefully she flips. Yeah, because if she doesn't, then, well, we're pretty much done. Way to go, everyone. We finally beat the villains. Yeah, it took a while, but we finally did it. I'm still glad that we won, but I don't know if this really changes where I stand in the tribe. I still think, you know, Ace is still probably going after me, and Spencer's still on the fence, so as it stands, we gotta try and keep him on our side and try and flip Lauren. Alright guys, we need to do something because Ace is flipping. Yeah, kind of figured. So, what do? Well, we gotta make sure Spencer stays on our side, and then we gotta try and flip Lauren, because Lauren was willing to flip with us on the very first vote, so hopefully she'll be willing to do it again. I think after another vote, I think I'm probably gonna have to start turning on Hunter, because just in case if there isn't a swap after the next challenge, then I gotta make sure he's not in the merge, because, I mean, he's too physical. The way it is, we gotta try and flip Lauren and keep Spencer on our side, or else we're not gonna be able to, last long enough. So we're still good, right? Yeah, we're good. Okay, great, because, I'm kind of worried, because since we can't flip Spencer, I'm worried if it's gonna tie. Well, as we said, you know, if it ties, Spencer probably wouldn't want to go to rocks for Hunter. Yeah, I highly doubt he would. The way it is, Ace is willing to flip, Spencer isn't, and that's going to be kind of hard therefore to get Hunter out. So all we just got to do is if it ties, we got to hope that Spencer flips. Because otherwise, you know, we end up going to rocks, and I could end up going home. And I don't know if I'll be willing to go to rocks for Ace. Guys, in all seriousness, I know that we should possibly trust Ace, but the thing is, if it ties and has a chance of going to rocks, I don't think we should go to rocks for him. Huh, why? Because the thing is, you know, I mean, he's just kind of a big threat, and I still don't really trust him entirely. Yeah, I get it, but, you know, if he stays, you know, it's one ally on our side, and we still would have a possibility of flipping Spencer. I'm still fine with getting rid of Hunter. The only thing I'm trying to figure out is if it's worth it to try and get him out to save Ace and send myself to rocks. Bernadette was kind of thinking about that. Leon is kind of right. You know, we gotta kind of have the numbers, and Ace is a number to us and Hunter isn't. But I don't want to end up costing us another ally, possibly in a different circumstance. How are you feeling? Still on the fence. Yeah, same here. I mean, I don't really have the strongest connection with Hunter, but it's just that, you know, I'd much rather stick with that group because, you know, I kind of trust them more. Oh, I get it. It's just that I don't think you should go to rocks for him. I mean, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Guess we'll find out. Oh, hey, Lauren. Perfect. Oh, you guys wanted to talk to me? Yeah. Alright, what'd you want to talk to me about? Flipping, I presume? Yeah, kinda. Okay, well, where do you guys stand? Well, we seem good with Spencer, and if you flip, it'll be 5-3. Alright, and who are you taking out? We're taking out Ace. Okay, then. Unbeknownst to that alliance, Spencer's on the fence, but I'm not gonna say that in case if something happens. The way I see, I could flip, but then again, I don't really want to backstab Bernadette and Leon, but, I mean, there is a possibility I could go further with this group. Spencer, I know you don't really want to flip, but the thing is, you got to. Why? Because if you don't, then it will just go to a tie and we'd go to rocks. Yeah, but, I mean, I get it, but, you know, what's really stopping us from continuing this alliance? Because that group of 3 clearly shows they're close, and they're still tight as we speak, so I just don't think I can trust them moving forward. Don't get me wrong, I hold nothing against Liz, Hunter, and Buck, but they're just a trio, and they're just a dangerous trio. So it just makes sense to just turn on them now, instead of just going back to them. Besides, I don't think Hunter would trust me anyway after our little confrontation anyway. Dude, come on! No can do, dude. I mean, the only way you can convince me otherwise is if they have the idol, but otherwise I see no reason to continue working with them. An idol, huh, Ace? An idol. Okay, then. Nope, not in here. Nothing up here, either. Come on. Wait a minute. Oh, come on, please be it. No way! Got it! So, I find the idol, and I'm feeling really good about that. I don't intend to tell anyone about it, though. I know I should probably tell Buck, because he's my ally, but the thing about Survivor is you can't entirely trust everybody. Not even the closest friends of yours. Because they could take that information and inadvertently, one way or another, kind of ruin your game. Just to remind you, Spencer, we did talk to Lauren about possibly flipping. Huh. Is she willing to flip? I think. I don't know, she's still kind of more on the fence. Okay then. I know I'm probably gonna be targeted soon, so for these next few days, I gotta just kind of lay low for a little bit. I know Hunter's probably gonna take a lot of the heat because he's the biggest threat in the alliance, and after that, I don't know who they target between me and Liz. Alright, first things first, Heroes Tribe, getting your first new look at the new Villains Tribe. Mark voted out the last tribal council. So, without further ado, let's get to today's challenge. For your challenge, you'll select 4 members of your tribe to stand on this beam. You'll select 1 member to throw at the opposing teammates that are standing on the beams, while everyone else will dig for balls for you to give to the throwers. The thrower will then try to knock the members on the beams off. Once all 4 members of the opposing team has been knocked off the beam, then your team wins immunity, safe from the vote. And of course, the losing team, yeah, you get the whole song and dance. So, without further ado, let's begin. Villains, you have still 1 extra member. You're going to have to sit someone out. Can't sit out L, can't sit out Max. Alright, Harper's sitting out. Standing on the beam for the heroes is Hunter, Liz, Bernadette, and Leon. Throwing is Ace, and digging is Buck, Lauren, and Spencer. Standing on the beam for the villains, we have Max, Molly, Savannah, and Brad. Throwing's Colby, and Jonathan, Elle, and Isabella are digging. So, without further ado, Survivor's ready. Go! The diggers digging around in their sand pit, trying to find their first blocks. Buck gets 1, now he's handing it over to Ace. Jonathan gets 1, he can now hand it to Colby. Ace ready to throw. And Ace completely knocks off Molly. The villains now have 3 left standing. Colby now ready to throw. And he knocks off Bernadette. The heroes are also down to 3. In the meantime, looks like Spencer and Lauren unearthed 2 more blocks. Lauren and Spencer passed their blocks over to Ace. He's ready to throw. Meanwhile, Isabella gets another block for Colby to throw. Colby's throw goes over Savannah's head. The heroes readjusting their positioning. And Colby missed. Max gets knocked off, meaning the villains are now counting on Savannah and Brad to win immunity. Elle hands Colby another block, as looks like Jonathan unearths another one. Ooh! Hunter gets knocked off by Colby. Ace ready to throw as Buck gives him another block. Both teams are down to 2. This is going to be a tight finish. Leon is down, meaning the heroes are now counting on Liz. Ooh! Brad and Savannah both go down. What a finish! And that also means the heroes have won immunity and is safe from the vote. Heroes, congrats on another win. Immunity is yours. Alright, no tribal council for any of you guys tonight. You can now grab your stuff and head on out and await your next challenge. Villains, unfortunately, you lost again, and after tonight, the numbers will be even. 8 heroes to 8 villains. Got nothing else for you guys? Grab your stuff and head on out. I'll see you guys tonight. Despite our tribe seemingly in shambles and completely divided, we managed to still pull off another win. And that's just great. Well, we lost again, which is frustrating. And on top of that, we're still kind of divided on who to vote. Alright guys, I know we're divided, but we gotta come down to a decision. So, is it gonna be Colby, or is it gonna be Harper? Because that's the thing. Obviously, we want to take our shot at Colby, but we also don't want to miss an opportunity to take out Harper. Yeah, Savannah's right. We need to think carefully about this, because I think moving forward, we might not get a chance to vote off Colby, because I feel like he has the edge over Harper in immunity challenges. So, I personally say, do Colby. Yeah, so why don't we just do Colby? Well, because I get why we should do Colby, but the thing is, we might not get our chance to vote off Harper in the future. Yeah, that's true. God dang, so we're still split? Looks like we're still split, but unlike last tribal, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think I can trust pretty much everyone in my alliance. And if we split our vote 3-3-3, then we just force Max to make the decision. Is he gonna take out, Colby or Harper? So in reality, this isn't a terrible idea. You see, if we keep it 3-3-3 and we keep that going in a tie vote, Max is gonna be forced to vote one of those two, because it's either that or he goes to rocks. So I feel like maybe we should do this. Yeah, maybe. Alright, we'll do it. Okay, myself, Brad, and Molly are going to be voting for Colby, and the other 3, you vote for Harper. Alright, sounds good. I hope this works. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know too, but, we seem to still be divided, so we just gotta see what Max is willing to do, because he's either willing to take those 2 out or he's willing to go to rocks. But hopefully he's not willing to go to rocks. I'm kind of scared right now, because I don't know what that side's going to do. I don't think they'll be targeting me, but I don't know who they'll be targeting. The point is, I don't think we should try and, keep whoever they're trying to vote off if it means going to a tie and a possibility of going to rocks. Because I don't want to do that. You think this is a good idea? Because I'm almost tempted that maybe we should play it safe and put an extra vote on either Colby or Harper. I don't know. I don't think that's wise, just simply because, that alliance will not trust us if we do something like that. Yeah, but I don't want to end up going to rocks. Well, I mean, I guess if it goes to rocks, then, well, that's Max's problem, because, you know, he'd be forcing us to go to rocks. Alright, so do you three have any idea what you're doing? We're not quite sure yet, because there's a reason to get rid of all 5 of them. Yeah, so they're splitting vote. Ah, perfect. So if it's us 4, it will be hopefully 4-3-2. Yeah, so all we just need to do is come up with a name. The way I see the vote is 4-3-2. At least that's what I'm hoping that's the case. Hopefully we can flip Isabella over and make this thing happen and take out any of the other 5. Alright, so let's think about this carefully. So Brad is probably the most physical of the group, and taking him into the merge is probably going to be a bad idea. Yeah. Then there's, you know, Jonathan and Savannah, and they're a power duo and very strategic. Same goes with Elle. Elle is also really strategic. I mean, she also got to the end of Tasmania. And then there's Molly, and she kind of seems like the odd one because she was voted out first in Tuvalu and then came back only to end up in 4th place. But, you know, she's an underdog, and we don't want to underestimate someone like that. Yeah, there's a reason to get rid of any of them, pretty much. We're still puzzling who to do. The logical thing would probably take out, like, a big threat and a strategist. So someone like Brad and Jonathan and Savannah probably would be good. However, I don't want to underestimate Molly or Elle, and I think as is, Molly, I think overall is probably the weakest. I mean, she got knocked off first in today's challenge, and sure, she did fine in the last challenge, but yeah, the way I see it, I think she's probably the weakest. We don't really want to go back to Tribal anytime soon. Personally, Molly might be the weakest. Yeah, but, I mean, I don't see any other reason to vote off Molly. Well, I mean, she's an underdog, like I just said. So much is happening in such a short period of time, and I'm still unsure what to do. I could go back with my alliance and keep up the 3-3-3 split, or I could join Colby, Max, and Harper. Now, obviously, I do want to turn on my alliance, but tonight is just going to be the question of, is tonight the right time to do it? Girl is so dangerous. Yeah, she is. Well, we can't really get the tribe to turn on her just yet. We got to make her vote with us, and when she does, then they'll all see her for, you know, the devious player she is. Think it'll work? I think it will. If all goes well, Isabella should be the next target for if we lose, because I'm only trying to keep her around tonight and get her to flip tonight, because I want to show the other side how devious she is, and if they see that, they probably wouldn't want to trust her, and we can just swoop in with them and take her out. Bada bing, bada boom. Obviously, we'd still be at the bottom, because it'll be, 4-3 in that sense, but, you know, obviously, I wouldn't be done just yet, because I still got a lot of magic to work with. Think it'll work? Yeah, I hope. Yeah, and if it doesn't, then that means, then I guess that's our fault for, thinking, it was gonna work out. Yeah. After Tribal, can I talk with you for a little bit? After Tribal? Yeah, sure. I really hope this split idea is a good idea, because I'm really now starting to doubt it. But, I mean, I'm kind of committed to it. Hopefully it works out. If not, then hopefully I have a backup idea after we come back to camp. Welcome, villains, to another Tribal Council. So, Jonathan, another loss. What happened? Well, Jeff, it's, I don't know how I can explain it, but, I don't know. We had the first 2 challenges in the bag, and suddenly we fell from grace, and it's very unfortunate. So, Molly, why do you think you guys won the first 2 challenges? Well, I think we won it because the heroes had a bit of, problems with communication, and we didn't. But as time went on, it started to become vice versa. We started to have some problems communication-wise, and they didn't. So, Elle, do you think that tonight's vote's gonna try and correct the communication? Not really, but it's just more of, like, who do we not want to really see moving forward? As in, like, we're looking at, like, a swap, possibly, and or the merge. Alright. So, Isabella, how are you feeling about the vote? Well, I'm definitely unsure where the vote is gonna go, but I'm hoping it's in my favor. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to vote. Brad, start us off. I really hope this works. Sorry, girl. You're way too dangerous to take forward in this game. I think this is still the plan, but it'd be preferable that you go out. I'm still unsure, but I think this is just the direction I just gotta go. I'll go tally the votes. Alright, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now'll be the time to do so. No? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Colby. Next vote, Harper. That's 1 vote Colby, 1 vote Harper. Third vote, Harper. That's 2 votes Harper, 1 vote Colby. Colby, we're tied. 2 votes Harper, 2 votes Colby. Colby, that's 3 votes Colby, 2 votes Harper. Sixth vote, Molly. That's 3 votes Colby, 2 votes Harper, 1 vote Molly. Molly, that's 3 votes Colby, 2 votes Harper, 2 votes Molly, 2 votes left. Eighth vote, Molly. We're tied. 3 votes Colby, 3 votes Molly, 2 votes Harper, 1 vote left. The final vote. And the 4th person voted out of LEGO Survivor Heroes vs. Villains. Molly. Molly, that's 4 votes. That's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Molly, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, you guys experienced your second vote, and you're now tied with the heroes. What's to await in the coming days? Only time will tell. Anyways, got nothing else for you guys. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. I'm feeling so much emotion right now because I have to hand it to them. It was a good blindside, but I'm still upset and confused why it had to be me. Why couldn't it have been like John or Savannah or even Brad? I mean, they posed as way bigger threats than I did. I'm also curious to who flipped. I don't think it was the 3 I mentioned, so it had to have been either Elle or Isabella. And hopefully, whoever did it, they will get their comeuppance sooner rather than later, because I don't feel like I deserve to go out tonight.